interesting. Justin Herbert from the LA Chargers just received a 5-year extension, $262 million contract, which confirms that they're locked up their franchise quarterback. Um, I'm gonna ask you this first question, and then yeah. So, is he worth that much money to you, James, and why?
Uh, I believe so because this is the man that they drafted with a high profile pick, and this is the future of the Chargers for them. They're in Los Angeles.
Mm.
He started in 2020, so this is just 3 years so far of play.
Yeah.
And what's interesting, actually, I was just speaking with some coworkers about that today, and they were saying he's a lot more of a runner and a deep passer than he is a mid passer. And
Yeah.
I mean, he has coaches though, so they should be able to fix that if they just work with him for a little while.
Yeah. They definitely have to because like you have to be able to do both. Even though he does have a rocket arm. Now the thing that kind of worries me a little bit, if we just kind of look at his stats from 2020 to 20 to now, 2020 he had 31 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. 2021 he had 38 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. And as far as last year, he had 25 touchdowns and 10. It kind of went down a little bit. Do you feel like there's something to worry about, or do you feel like, it was just, one of those years where it was just kind of for him and he should be okay?
Now that he's going into his fourth year at quarterback, and he's the leader there on that team, and Los Angeles also is now starting to get an identity, like enjoying the Chargers. Of course, you just had the Rams there in Los Angeles, who they share a stadium with,
Yeah.
win the Super Bowl just a few years ago. So the Chargers, on the other hand, though, I believe that they can be competitive with Herbert,
Yeah.
and I think that also though that kind of brings up the question of these NFL teams. They draft these people with these high profile picks, and they'd like to hold on to them instead of maybe like admitting a mistake early. So let's think about Josh Darnold, who, or no, Sam Darnold. They're on the Jets.
Mhm.
I think they should have maybe given him a little bit more time there in New York instead of he barely had like 2 years of work, and then they already moved on.
Oh, don't right. Yeah. Honestly, I agree with you. At least 3 to 4 year. Try to, because maybe he still needed a little extra time to warm up. But as far as the Chargers, this is a great deal. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like he's a great quarterback. He can throw deep passes. He can run for you. He can get you first downs. Um, you know, it's good to still have one of those franchise quarterbacks still playing right now. I feel like every team should try to lock one up as much as they can because it's a lot of other teams that don't have it and they're trying to figure out, okay, who's going to be the future, who's going to be the leader for the team. Um, he's exciting to watch. Um, so yeah, definitely, he
Los
deserves it.
Angeles also recently just got the services of Kellen Moore as offensive coordinator.
Oh, that's great.
So that's going to be interesting with him calling the plays. And I think he's going to be able to work with Justin and work on those mid-level
Those
passes.
short pass, yeah, extending his range. That kind of follows into my next question. Okay, so with that coordinator and him, do you feel like they can make it to the Super Bowl this upcoming season?
I think that they're going to be competitive in the playoffs. Although considering their conference, they're they've got the Chiefs that they have to worry about. So
Yeah.
that that's a hard giant to take on if you're talking about like playoffs. If they meet in the playoffs, it's probably going to go to the Chiefs. But I maybe see them splitting regular season games with the Chiefs now that they've got Kellen Moore. I think that he's going to change things up there.
Yeah, definitely. They're definitely making it to the playoffs. There's no question. Um, it's just who wants it more as far as the playoffs. Like if they do face off the Chiefs, which team wants it bad enough? And y'all have to stop Patrick Mahomes. That's the first thing. I feel like that's the first, and if they can stop him, they should be okay.
Los Angeles needs help on defense, I know.
Yeah, yeah, they do. They do. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these teams, I mean, it's good that they're locking down their key offensive players, but they need to also focus on the defensive side. I feel like put some of that money for the defense and try to get some key players in, even if it's old veteran players. If if they can be effective, why not?
I agree.
Yeah, definitely. But congratulations to him. And we'll see, you guys. We'll definitely see. Okay, I'm gonna pass it over to James, man. What we got?